Hello, all you wonderful people from the intertubes. Beard-Senpai here, and he has noticed you. He loves you all. Anyway, I am at Miyakocon, my first Miyakocon, and at this point, I am about to do a short video of me doing my beard makeup, something I have not recorded before. So, follow along with me. I am probably going to accelerate most of this video because of the limitations of IGTV. If it ends up being longer than what I can put on IGTV, you may get a cut-down version there, but the uncut version will be on my YouTube. So, let's get started. What I usually use to do my beard makeup at cons, or for photo shoots, or anything else for that matter, my trusty hairdryer. I got given this by a neighbor. It works better than most hotel hairdryers. It comes with me everywhere. This is my own home-brewed color. I did a video on this a while back. This is from Monika. It is a copper red. It is as close as I could get to the autumn orange that I originally used for her wig. It does not match as good as I would like. I do have a new wig. I don't know if it'll get used at the con today. We'll have to do a quick test try on it. There's a very good chance that I will probably instead end up using the original wig, just simply because of time, because I want to get to the crazy anime dating game. And everyone knows I love to go to those and be absolutely horrible. So, let's get started, shall we? I hope there's enough left in here, because I don't have time to mix another batch. Oh yes, there's quite a bit still in there. I created this color, for those who've not watched the other video, by combining the gold Mulfjang and a tiny bit of the red. They do not sell a proper orange. They don't sell a lot of colors, actually. Much to my frustration. Right, so what we do is I usually spread a generous amount onto the top of the beard. And then, once we have that all spread around, we will start the brushing process. The brushing is actually what does most of the work. Right, so we've got our first layer in. As you can see, my hands are covered in this stuff. Try and make certain you brush as much of the stuff into your hair so you're not wasting product, because you're going to be rinsing your hands off a lot. And why? Because I don't like having a hairbrush completely covered in hair product while I'm attempting to do a job. So we pull it down first, and then we go from underneath, and we do these little flick curls with the brush. The flick curls are what works it into all the layers. And there's another reason: make certain you dry your hands before you do this, because the water will run down your hands, and then it will dilute this stuff, which is water soluble. It's how you get it off at the end of the day, which, trust me, is an absolute pleasure to wash out after I've been wearing it for 12 hours. Now you can see how quickly this one turns. The white I use for to be takes a lot longer because it is a light color. And when it mixes with my beard, which is old, it turns silver. And that causes me a great deal of trouble, because it's supposed to be a light silver and it turns kind of a dark old man gray. So there we've got the first layer of color in. Now we're going to hair dry it to get it to start setting. You can see the paint gets everywhere. Normally I don't wear shorts even doing this, because the shit gets on everything. as this stuff starts to set up, it gets a great deal more difficult to brush. And so I have to be kind of gentle with it, because I don't really like trying to tear my beard out. It is not a pleasant sensation, let me tell you what. You can see how the color has dulled as I've spread it in. That's to be expected. It is also why I usually do this in more than one layer. I usually put the base color in, then I put a little top layer on, which just gets brushed across the top, because that brings back the pop from the color. Now, it doesn't, make everything perfect. It will never be shiny and bright with facial hair, just at least mine anyway. So, more hair dry. Lesson learned. Always have a hairdryer. This stuff takes a very long time to dry without one, as I learned when we were doing the makeup for the second Monika boudoir shoot, aka Monika's first, which most of you has likely seen almost all the pictures to at this time. It isn't done completely being posted, but it is pretty close. There we go, and now it's dry. Now you don't want to go too heavy with this stuff. Why? Because as you go through the day, it will start to crack and it will start to flake off, because this is a pomade. It is not a permanent hair color, which is, set into the follicles. This is painted on top. Right, we've got most of the base beard color. We're going to do a little bit of touch-up work on the edges, where I can still see most of my natural beard color kind of showing through still. Those areas are always a bit of a trick, because I can't see them very clearly. Just checking my camera. It is in fact still recording, and we have spent exactly 7 minutes and 51 seconds talking about my beard. Right, we just brush that in, pull it across. We want to kind of work it in. There we go, that's a bit more orange, like it's supposed to be. Yeah, we just brush that up and down. Get your 2-inch brush, crisscross strokes. Bob Ross the fuck out of it. Right, and now I'm at the point where if I have any left over on my fingers, just to save time, I will start actually just brushing it into my hair. The reason for that is because I color the line of my hair around the base so that it does not show up underneath the wigs, as I made the mistake of doing a couple of times early on when I started doing this. I did not put enough color in lower down, and as a result, my hair showed through in the back of the wig and looked tacky. Hello, Adamillo.
Yo.
It's Adamillo. He is my amazing makeup and photography person who shoots all the naughty lewds for you all.
Don't mind me, just sneaking through.
Adamillo has been talking about making himself a special cosplay known as Mule-chan, because he ends up being my pack mule through most of the convention, because it is very difficult for me to carry all the gear and still try and take people's photos. He is now going to drink the elixir of life, also known as hotel coffee. So it's kind of the Walmart, Kmart blue special that is black as crap. My God, I think I've had engine oil come out lighter shades than that.
Kofefe.
Yep, you're all the kofefe. Yes, we're putting in my highlight colors along my head, getting the whole, oh, I forgot. What's the name of the wizard in the Marvelverse? Doctor Strange, thank you. I haven't had my coffee yet. I probably won't, because wearing a costume and drinking stuff that potentially makes my gut pissed. My God, that thing was overly full.
No, it just leaks a lot.
That is a very crappy coffee pot.
Yes, it is.
Right, so we're getting the low line on my hair. This is basically a process of going and doing it over and over the fuck again, because it does not, my hair on my head for some reason does not color well. I could put 50 pounds of this crap in here, and as I discovered during Wizard World yesterday, I put too much in, and it shed like a damned goat with fucking dandruff.
To say the least, he was a little white.
I was very white. I was full on, damn it, I cannot remember anyone's names today. Betty White. I was full on Betty Whiting yesterday, color-wise.
You're full on to being, like, all over.
Oh, yes. That was actually rather epic. Oh, and I am happily now a full member of the Pacific Northwest Guild of Cosplayers. If you ever find yourself at a convention where I am at and you're feeling unsafe, find me. I will not be hard to find. I will happily help get you to the guild station and away from creepers so we can get security to go and kick some balls. Eddie, how's the back of my head looking? I can't see it, and this takes for frickin' ever.
Oh, you missed a lot.
Yeah, I've got to brush it still.
And you missed the middle.
Yes, that's...
Literally like one line right here.
Yep. That's where we do this part.
Oh, coffee.
Coffee. The coffee of power. It gives you all the husbando skills. Because Vegeta is your waifu.
Yes.
Right, how's it looking now? I'm just checking to make certain I'm recording still. Yes, it is very helpful to have someone who can do the back of your head. The jar. You're gonna need to reach toward the bottom, it's getting low. I need to mix another batch. Right, that's my normal voice. Just ignore a normal senpai voice. I use that on the floor. It's not as fun. Oh, that's the back.
Well,
Yeah,
maybe if I use the right side of the...
I was sitting going, that feels awfully smooth for a hairbrush. Yes, the hair on my head is a giant ass bastard when it comes to coloring.
Well, if you tease it up and then lay it flat, it'll help the pomade sink in a little easier.
Oh, yes. In case you haven't guessed which character we're doing today, I am in fact going to be Monika, my favorite waifu. Well, besides waifu senpai, who is my real-life waifu. And gets to do all the sexy cosplay with me. Thank you. Are we good in the back?
Pretty good.
Good. Just wanted to know if we needed any more back there.
Once it's dry, you might need another coat.
Oh, yes. The back I'm a little less concerned about as long as the natural color doesn't bleed through terribly. Because it's going to be under a wig. Right. Mustache time.
I must ask you a question.
Rinsing, rinsing, trying not to sneeze. Sneezing with the makeup is a bad idea. Yes, the only downside is while it's wet, it is very difficult to blow your nose. Of course, the same goes for when I have all my facial makeup on, because it sits there and spend the whole day trying not to fucking wipe my makeup off. I must look a bit flaming devil right at the moment. Just need my beard to catch fire and ruin business. And muscles to magically appear on my body. This flame endeavor is a ripped boy, and I, on the other hand, am a squash. Right, you can see I'm putting some more of this in. I am nearly out, so I will not be able to do Monika tomorrow without mixing some more tonight. And I don't have a silicone spatula with me. I need to go over to the Wehrmacht, if they're open later, and get one so I can make some.
Get some what?
A silicone spatula. It's the only thing that works well with mixing this crap. Because I tried doing it with a spoon, and I discovered the hard way that it does not come off the damn spoon. But a silicone spatula, it comes off very easily from. You can see the color coming up on the beard now with the second coat. Brings it up a much brighter shade than the natural colors. It will dull back down once it dries, of course. I think I have a hair in my pomade. I do. I don't know how that got in there. I don't think I want to know. There we go. Get the chin, the chinny chin chin. Yes, you can see this stuff gets all over your face. You're going to want a wet paper towel, or in this case, a washcloth, to clean around your face lines when you're done. There's a reason why I only do one character a day at cons unless they happen to share the same facial makeup, and that is because of how long this takes. This is only step 1 of 3 in getting into character. The next 2 steps involve makeup and gluing things on, because unfortunately I have thunder thighs. And because I have very large thunder thighs, my knee-high sock, my thigh-high socks and stuff do not stay up without a very little application of this miracle chemical, which basically is supposed to wash out with water. However, I'm usually brain dead by the time I get back to the hotel room or back home, and I just pull them off like a band-aid, and it hurts like hell. Right, you can see we're getting nice and shiny now. Aren't we shiny, Adamello? Are we shiny and beautiful yet?
Not yet.
I
My
know.
coffee hasn't kicked in yet.
Oh, the coffee and your magic fingers. We need your magic fingers to make my face pretty instead of looking like what it is, which is a old Irish face, complete with the constant drunken hue on my cheeks, which is not at all helpful. Some of this is actually, the red you're seeing is actually from the pomade. It just gets in there and makes a mess. It's why you have to wash your face when you're done. Alright, I think we've got everything. Let's see how long it took. This might be a record dog. Normally this takes about 45 minutes. We are at 20 minutes. My god, I'm fucking trained today. There we go. We'll go do the brushing one more time. Just make certain everything's worked in. I didn't leave a clump somewhere. Right, Monika's getting pretty. Monika's going to murder the MC because MC is out yet. We're going to do a contest for that. You just stay tuned. You guys are going to get to write a set, hopefully. And then we're going to act it out if I can find enough people to help me shoot it. Yay, the eyeliner has finally washed off. I don't know if you can see on my chest. I think it's out of frame. But there is a slight powder coat of what in the... Oh, that's like gold that somehow got in there. I don't want to know how that got there. Right, so... This is your friend. As it just washes all this mess off. There we go. Comes right off with just water in a washcloth. And it washes out of most things if you're smart enough to rinse it quickly afterward. Otherwise, you're going to have a bad time. Anyway, you said the back of my head was all done.
Pretty close. You needed probably another coat.
Alright, let's see if we've got another coat left in the jar. So we're down to the bottom. Oh, yep, that's getting crusty. Right, yep, Monika is going to be a one-day character today. This, I think, at Miyako. Just because I really don't want to mix pomade in a hotel room. So, unless the costume looks like crap, I will try it on later tonight. I will likely be on Derry-chan tomorrow. Wondering why Senpai has not noticed me. Eventually, I'm going to try and do some composite shots with Yandere-chan and Monika together. Those are going to be all kinds of fun to do. Simply because I have to shoot the whole side of Monika with one and then wash and change costumes and makeup. Because we have to redo the makeup every time I change characters. Because I have to wash the pomade out. There. How's it looking? Is that good enough?
Looks pretty good.
Alright, good. Right, and so... Yep. And so, that's how we get the Monika color. Or any of the colors, actually. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in another video.